Austin and Marshall. Austin had to build two different double-digit leads. They lead by 13 here at halftime. Chris Long back with you here at Target Center courtside as we go through our halftime festivities. Well, back in 1997, Wabasso and Red Lake played a state tournament game that is widely considered to be the best we have ever seen in this tournament. So on the 20th anniversary, we look back at that game through the eyes of those who played and called that classic.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our second semifinal of the evening. This game matches the Section 3A champion Wabasso Rabbits with a record of 22-4. And the Section 8A champions with a record of 26-1, the Warriors from Red Lake.
I never thought that it was going to be that big of a game, but it turned out to be.
It was non-stop.
Three ball, Raleigh. Raleigh, 2 for 2. Look out, don't go there.
It just kept going. You thought, this is going to be something that we remember for a long time.
I just don't think that there was ever a time, even during the entire season, where you had time to think about what the end result was going to be. Because your goal was to get the ball back and get it in the hole as fast as possible.
You can't tell those kids not to shoot.
Let's try to outrun them. Let's run them out the gym. But unfortunately, they had the legs too to run with us.
10 for Brady. Kingberg.
I was just thinking that it's getting like as much like 3-point shots as up as possible.
Kingberg, a long three.
I don't know, they just start falling. And actually, when I think about it, honestly, like it was a dream.
That's Kingberg for three, a long three. Oh, he got another one.
The ball with Gerald. Give him the ball. You know who your money player is. The other money player's sitting on the bench because he falled out. But Gerald was still in there, so get him the ball. You know what he can do. You know he can shoot. And get him some screens and get him open. And let him do his thing, you know. He was feeling it. You could tell he was feeling it.
He gets it up to Robert Smith. More on the ground.
Gerald Kingberg of Red Lake scored 13 points in 1 minute to force overtime. Fans just love that fast-paced game. They love to see those 3-point shots, and if you like those things, that was the game.
It was one of those games you knew going in he was going to make some shots. You know, I suppose you're thankful he didn't make them earlier.
Somebody's got to win this game. So we got to just go out and finish. That's all we got to do. And that's what happened.
That's a three by Junigus.
I was thinking that we had the momentum and that we could actually win the game.
We're trying to get the charge, but he's going all the way. 37 for the sophomore.
It was kind of tough without Delvin in there, so. But we actually thought we had a chance to win in overtime.
Points. Wabasso wins a classic.
Just can't watch it. I've never been able to watch the whole thing for 20 years now. You know what? One of these days we're going to win. That's what it feels like. Nah, they're going to win this time.
I had just arrived in Minnesota to begin my career up here. That was one of the first games I saw. I went, boy, they play a different style of basketball here than what I'm used to back home. Everybody, coaches love to preach defense, Trent. There's nothing more fun than a 117, 113 overtime game.
Was Doug Moore in that game? From the different networks? Paul West or Kiki Vanuatu. Right. A lot of fun of offensive basketball to watch during that time. And it had to be fun for the kids who played in that game.
And just listening to the announcer audio, which is kind of what we do on our side, you and I have had a couple moments at this desk, Amir Coffey, 70-footer being one. That game had 15 of those.
Well, and you could tell it was one of those games that you just didn't want anyone to lose. You didn't want it to end. As you could see from the interviews, a lot of emotion still in what was one of the greatest games ever played. It would have been fun to be there.
I would have liked to have seen double overtime, just to see what would have happened. 117, 113 in overtime. Amazing memories of Wabasso and Red Lake 20 years ago this week at the boys tournament. Plenty of memories to come this